Hi guys, Reoku here, and well, we've just had a hell of an episode, quite literally. Ray's is actually before us. This isn't a dream. This is like real. He's actually here to help us, and I can't believe it. Brash, I don't know. Apparently he was working for Rivia the entire time, but I don't think he means to hurt me. I'm really confused when it comes to Brash. I've had time to think about this because I had to like leave for a couple of hours to do family things, and I've had to come back. So I've had a lot of time to think about this since the last episode, which for me was only a few hours, but for you guys, oh god, I'm so sorry. Um, um, but yeah, me and Ray's are now going to escape, and I honestly don't know what to expect. It's like, he says Rivia is 2 levels above us, so... And I was tied to a cross and having really weird fucking visions of Orchid and shit. So, yeah, this is a bit messed up. I didn't expect this, and this is not exactly what I expected to do on Christmas, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, let's continue. I always regretted not taking Orchid's hand. I always regretted that. So... I'll give Ray's my hand. But that's because he is actually trying to help. So, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt this time. So... When we leave the cell and enter the dark corridor, Ray's lets go of my hand and motions me to follow him. Would you like some clothes? Yes, that would be very nice, please, Ray's. Yes, please. Then we shall try to recover the ones you had. You could surely use having your armor back as well. It seemed like a fine suit of armor, though protection is not quite in my domain. Yeah, you're kind of, pretty naked in front of me right now, Ray's, just saying. Where would we find my things? Come. We continue exploring the hallway. As Ray's walks in front of me, I try to examine his scarred back, his red skin, and his furry animal legs in the magic blue light. He seems to favor chains in his attire. His entire outfit is made up of some chains and 2 pieces of cloth draped around his thighs, though the fur covers enough. This chest is not as dusty as the others. There are signs of opening. Oh, here is an armor and a knife. I think I meant to say, oh, here is the armor and a knife. Yes, this is the one you wore while I spied on you. Yes, I know, Raze, you creepy fucking stalker, you. Sorry, I was just making sure that the mic was still, you know, whatever. Yes, those are my things. Let's see what else we can find. A pentagram earring. Have you begun worshipping me already? No, no, I found it. No, that's not mine. I found it. Good. I don't want to catch you worshipping other infernal denizens. There is one more thing here. Oh? Oh, a peculiar book. Your precious little diary. You'll have to show me what you wrote in it once we have more time. But, but that would be embarrassing, yeah. Fine. I have my own ways of learning things. You also had a bow, didn't you? I don't see where the witch would have stored an item of that size. We'll be on the lookout for it. Yes, we have some serious business to discuss. You are a Demonheart, and so is another prisoner in this dungeon. Do you know what Demonhearts do to each other? I can imagine. Good. You need to cut his heart out and eat it. In doing so, you shall drain him of his demonic life, and he will never rise again. No! No! I mean, it's like... He said that he wanted to protect me. And my dog is now barking like a madman. I am so sorry. Just give me a moment. I will cut cut this out, so I do apologize.
Moments later.
And resume. I am sorry. Doing it on Christmas is a pain in the ass. I really shouldn't be, but you know, whatever. So let's continue. Your power in the meantime will grow more demonic, meaning you could become stronger, quicker in action, and faster to recover from injury and death. I still don't want to kill him. I don't want to become what demon hearts do become. I don't want to. Will my personality change? No, it is perfectly safe as far as your personality goes. I don't believe you. Why would I lie? Certainly you might notice a change of direction in your life, but it will be for your own decisions, not some infernal force. My kind might be the supreme and truly immortal one, but yours, I think, are more entertaining. Oh, thanks. Is that what I am to you, a bloody game? You should know that all your power, which you've stolen from others included, passes on to the one who makes up of your heart. There are quite a few of you out there. I imagine all the possible outcomes of your heart-eating wars. It should be enough to keep your mind a little busy for months. I don't want to hurt anyone, much less eat their hearts. Exactly, I don't want to. Do you wish to go home? You don't have a home anymore. I will find a new home. One where you will not be disturbed by evil hunters. We shall see. Let us face the other demon hearts. I promise you will find them, disarmed. Did Rivia have another demon heart in captivity all along? Motioning me to be quiet, Raze leads me through the dungeon, up to a heavy sealed door. Can you feel something amiss? There is a sharp, unnatural smell in the air. I happen to have picked up some keys earlier. Happen! Yeah, of course. Now, be strong. Don't faint when I open the door. Oh boy. As the door rumbles open, we are hit by a wave of purple fumes. Lovely! I have to cough and hold my throat. What foul poison is this? There. Now the room is open. The concentration of poison will not be enough to kill you. The other demon heart is in there? Yes, and has been for a while. Hence, you have nothing to fear from that one. Step in. In a daze, I stumble forward. I enter a prison cell much like my own, but instead of a cross, there is a pole that emanates purple fumes and a system of black tubes coming out of the walls. I can see someone down there. The prisoner lies on the ground, choking on the thick smoke. Raze walks in behind me and stands at the door, as if to ensure it stays open. The smoke slowly starts clearing. The prisoner is a huge, tough man, but he is made helpless by the torture device in this cell. Oh. I catch a glimpse of his blonde hair and then his strange... No, that's Brash? No! Brash! What the hell's going on, dude? I can't leave him like that. I can't hurt him. Look at him. It's Brash. He is the other demon heart. Yeah, I already figured that out, honey, but you know. The black tubes are attached to his body from all sides. Their evil appearance tells me they are probably not there to heal him. Brash is trembling weakly. His eyes are half open, staring at a single spot. Even if he is aware that something is happening, he is unable to raise his head and look at me. My nostrils hurt from the fumes. The mechanism keeps releasing poison into the cell, a smoke that slowly floats towards the door. I think Brash may have died from the poison and resurrected again, and this could have happened more than once. Damn, that's a fate worse than death. Such strong emotions. What has this man done to you? It pains me to see him here. He did mistreat you, I'm sure. A little, but he doesn't deserve this. I'm just gonna say no, he didn't. Because he did a little, but, you know, he made up for it. Don't be a weakling. This man is your enemy. No! No, Grace, no. He is another Demonheart who would hunt you down for himself if he were not the witch's servant. Have your revenge. No! Cut out his heart. No, Raze! No! No, I want to help him! Help the creature? What a ridiculous idea. This is what you call a joke, isn't it? Isn't it, Precious? No, it's not a joke. I'm being 100% serious. I am going to help him. Do you feel compassion for the creature? Yes. Yes, I do. You got a problem with that? Getting sentimental over your enemy's tortured body is the pinnacle of stupidity. Why refuse this power within your very grasp? Because I don't want it. I don't want that crap. I don't want to become that. Do you understand? He may be a bad man, but he doesn't deserve to die. In that case, do you mind if I stand back and watch as you attempt to move his worthless carcass to safety? It'll be quite a show. I expect to see you flattened on the ground over and over until you finally give up. Do as you wish. Raze walks to the door and stands there impatiently. Brash is coughing, choking, and shaking. His mismatched eyes are open but without focus, as if he were looking at everything and nothing. His chest is covered with dark scars similar to the one around my neck, though I wonder if I would notice the resemblance if I didn't know he was a Demonheart. I almost forgot that I have the same kind of scars on my chest now, too. A gift from Rivia. There is an old bloodstain on the floor beneath Brash, perhaps a trace of an earlier death by something other than that poison. I imagine him trying to resist being tied to this apparatus and Rivia butchering him so he would lie still. My head aches, and so does my swelling throat. I need to act. I'm gonna at least attempt, because if he dies, at least I tried. So, examining the mechanism, I find that the tubes are attached to Brash's body with needles that seem to pump out some kind of liquid, probably yet another poison. Fuck it, I'll ask Raze. I don't want to risk removing him and then kill him permanently. I don't want to risk it. Raze, how do I help him? How should I remove should I remove these? Raze stands in the doorframe with one hoofed leg crossed over the other. How am I supposed to know? You used to be a witch's assistant. Thanks, Raze! You're always so resourceful. I figured you would know. You don't take my advice on the things that matter, yet you seek my help to accomplish something I disapprove of. Yeah, okay, yeah. Fine. Those tentacles are definitely hurting him. It makes no difference what you do, though. There is no hope for him. I start pulling the tubes out one by one from Brash's chest, arms, and back. He doesn't react. The needles only leave behind a few drops of blood each. I also attempt to move Brash towards the exit where the air is clearer. I try to push him and roll him over, but it fails. I proceed to pull him by the ankles, but his body is too heavy to move. One moment, I think I see focus in his olive eye. He might be aware of my presence. But in any case, he seems unable to speak to me or even look at me for any substantial amount of time. I hope that he knows that I was here and that I care. He seems at peace now. He's not coughing anymore. If he's been exposed to that poison the entire time I was prisoner here, I can't imagine what it's done to his body. I don't know if he will recover. It might... Oh, achievement. Soft-hearted. Oh, okay. Bit weird that you popped up there, but okay. He might make it out on his own now that I've given him a start. At any rate, we should leave the door open. Well, you missed out on an important lesson. As you wish. Let us go. You would have seen something extremely interesting had you dug around for his heart. But if you wish to be no fun, so be it. Ugh, no, thank you. There is more for you to discover. The witch should not come down to this floor for a while yet. As we walk away from the poison-infested cell, the air starts clearing. A pity of what you chose to reduce yourself to. I was only looking to educate you, but since you refuse to learn by example, I will have to explain it to you. Explain what? The brute whose life you so adamantly decided to spare, well, you could not have killed him if you tried. At least not by obtaining his heart for yourself. You see, he is the witch's personal project, her pet, and she has made him heartless. Heartless? Ah, Kingdom Hearts! Had you proceeded as I instructed you, you would have found an empty hole in his chest, yet his blood still flows as if he had a heart. Fascinating, isn't it? Not every witch has the talent to achieve this. How do you know this? I uncovered the witch's research journal. You shall soon get an opportunity to take a peek for yourself. The witch performed a special surgery on the brute, and now his heart is safely hidden in a secret place. She did the same to you. What? No! Yeah, I'm currently clutching my chest right now. I'm not even joking, guys. I know you can't see, but I instinctively just clenched my chest. It was on the wrong fucking side. It was on my right side, but still, same fucking thing. So, yeah, I clenched my chest. I can still feel it beating, but now that he said it, something does feel strange. The scars Rivia left on my chest. It all makes sense. Much as I hate being the bringer of bad news, you needed to know. Now don't look so worried. This can be a good thing. A very good thing. But not while your heart is in the hands of an insane, hostile witch. What am I to do? First, let us discover where Rivia keeps your heart. As you can see, I am not terribly wounded, because I know Rivia writes down everything she does. Thus, we need to investigate her research journal, a rather thick collection of writings. I know where to find it. Come. How come you know the way? I have scanned this place with my infernal gaze while I was looking for you. That, and I took a quick tour in person upon arrival. Won't Rivia catch us? The dungeon is vast, and she doesn't often come down to this level, but let us be quick to prevent any accidents. Okay. Reyes confidently leads the way, as if he knew these hallways by heart. We take some turns and pass some doors until he stops at the entrance of a well-lit chamber. There are so many rooms and passages in this dungeon, such peculiar items to be found. I'm so sorry. Ooh. This is a dungeon worthy of a witch. Orchard's house with her This is a dungeon worthy of a witch. Orchard's house with a secret basement couldn't quite measure up. She didn't even have prison cells. Orchard wasn't a murderous psychopath! I wouldn't be so certain. How does one learn about healing human bodies if she doesn't cut up a few? Do you have evidence she actually did this? No, there was no mention of it in her letters. Perhaps she was ashamed. I would definitely love her more if this were the case. But we came here for the journal, and that's right there on the table with the lovely skull. Lovely! Better try to find some information about your heart. I approached the huge book on the pedestal and examined it. It contains dated entries about the witch Rivia's experiments and her other life experiences. It seems that she has moved to this ruin about 16 years ago when her mistress was executed in Scarecewall. There is no mention of her apprentice in the beginning. The journal is too long for me to read entirely and too large to carry. I noticed that the last unfinished entry is about a subject 3 and subject 4. I'm guessing I'm subject 4. I'm gonna want to know everything I can, so... These entries are almost 9 years old. Experiment immortality. Subject 1 is an afflicted man of around 30, healthy, unwilling, captured in the village of Broomfire after becoming famous for his superhuman combat skills. He truly exhibits a great regeneration power. Shallow cuts heal within moments. Deeper cuts, internal organ injuries, and hacked off limbs respectively heal longer, up to 3/4 of an hour at most. Multiple injuries somewhat affect each other's healing speed. New entry. Some of the wounds have left permanent scars on the body, deeper cuts, acid burns. Oh my god! You bitch! Decapitation also cannot permanently kill him, but it seems to have earned me the subject's eternal hatred. Not that I care, he has been uncooperative from the start. New entry. There appears to be some kind of injury that never completely heal. If a muscle was torn from the body and burnt, it is gone. The reason why burning has such a permanent effect is probably because the chemical change on the tissue is too great for the affliction to reverse. New entry. I've confirmed that the afflicted's cognitive, I can never say that word right, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, functions can stay unchanged after 7 days without food, water, and proper sleep. Expectedly, the kidneys also do not seem to be a key part of being aware. Without his lungs, however, he is only conscious or alive for very brief moments. Frankly, I'm amazed that the power of the affliction goes as far to oxygenate his blood or artificially feed his brain, whichever it does, even for moments. New entry. An afflicted's heart muscle is a very dark colour. When wounded without burning, the heart behaves just like other body parts. New entry. I was afraid that in doing this I would risk losing the subject, or rather the heart, but I finally did it. I have to know every kind of fate that can await an afflicted if I am to become one. When the rest of the body is destroyed, the heart remains alive. Whoa. It is dry of blood and it still beats. As the heart is of a demonic nature, it is being part of the afflicted's body in the first place is questionable. It is my assumption that by the point that the rest of the body is destroyed, the afflicted's life is over, regardless of the heart. Whether or not the immortal soul remains to undergo eternal torture is beyond me. There remains the testing of whether I can actually use this heart to afflict another human being, and surely enough, I have no intention of becoming a test subject myself. That's the last there is on subject 1. Nothing of use. I could have told you the bloody details about your organs. But where does she keep the hearts? The following entries are about subject 2, a man kidnapped in Riviere and forced to eat subject 1's heart. The information is similar to that of subject 1, a bunch of morbid experiments. I'm gonna read subject 3. This was written a little over 7 years ago. This has to be Brash. It has to be. Experiment Heartless. Subject 3 is a man of around 30, afflicted here under my supervision, strong, healthy, before and after the affliction, inebriated and willing. The goal of this experiment was to remove the heart and keep it in such a place that it does not return and reattach to the body. The amputation went well. Just as I had hoped, when coated in my concoction, the heart remains alive but numbed. I believe this applies to any organ or tissue, but nothing else is of real consequence. An afflicted's tissues do cleanse themselves of my secret agent over time, but the point is to discover a distance at which the cleansed organ and other parts do not attract. I remember how much trouble Mistress Alonda had with this, while she worked on that damnable ingrate. When she finally succeeded, he killed her. There was no one alive who knows where she took his heart. Such was his plan. If her efforts had any positive result, it was to provide me with experience. I have had Zanari transport the heart to Garden 2 as fast as she was able and watch for changes. The subject's wounds healed normally. I believe the tissues inside the ribcage retained their previous shape, and that his blood filters and flows through the body as if a heart were present. To support this, Zanari has reported that the disembodied heart started beating. This apparently happened roughly at the same time when I detected the subject starting to show new signs of life. I must keep following him to watch for any negative side effects. It would probably be best to let him return to his usual life, though. Being an aggressive moron, the subject would be exposed to danger every day and injuries would follow. The only thing left to do is ensure that he will be back to report to me. New entry. That was truly annoying. The subject insists of having a will, freedom, and rights. Men. The realization that his life is and will forever be in my hands seems to have hit him a tad too late. His so-called mind must have cleared as a result of the affliction. Anyhow, I threatened him into agreeing to report back. For security reasons, I have personally transported the heart to Garden 4, which looks more uninviting and uninteresting for potential intruders to investigate. Garden 2, Garden 4, these must be places in Inferno. Holes in living flesh, perhaps adjusted by some witch or sentient demon to serve as a hideout. This is where they keep the hearts. This is where we need to search. Only we don't know where where any of these gardens are. The names have been arbitrarily signed by this witch or another. They mean nothing. Inferno? Are you saying Riviera and Ari have been there? I have been there, for father's sakes. Don't act so stunned. Inferno is a whole world, just like yours, and humans meddle around. Not only have they been there, it seems Inferno is their favorite vacation spot. They seem to have so-called several gardens therein. The next entry was written a few years later, torn from the book and put together with the previous ones. How I wish we could finish the research sooner, but I have to be responsible and thorough. Siani is wounded by my refusal to reveal how I made the secret concoction. She will be the one to perform the surgery on me, and I can only be certain in her good intentions if my own immortality is at stake. We will need 2 hearts in our possession before I reveal anything. Oh no! She's gonna... Fuck! I am not being unfair, Zanari, am I? I will grant you immortality after all. Why, this paranoia will be the death of her, won't it? Seriously, it seems like she's been mistreating this Zanari all along. The apprentice does appear whipped. Perhaps she likes it. There's nothing more on subject 3 in the journal. Last entry. Final experiment final. Subject 3 is back, this time unwilling. Subject 4 is an afflicted woman of no more than 20, drained but healthy, unwilling. After performing some final research on the subject, Zanani and I are to afflict ourselves. First, we will carry out the heartless operation on subject 4, a final practice before we do the procedure on ourselves. I mean to dedicate at least a 10-day to testing the durability of the afflicted's bodies and minds. On a note, I'll also be testing my new torture device, which will be used on subject 3. Oh my god. He's apparently the stronger of the 2 subjects, and besides, I despise the obscene oath. You are a bitch! Sure, he may be a bit of an idiot sometimes, and he may be overbearing, but he doesn't deserve that. You're a fucking bitch. Excuse my language. Someone is coming. The apprentice. Speak with her. We need to learn her secrets. Ooh. Science Macabre. Achievement unlocked. Ray springs back into the dark hallway behind us. Just as he predicted, Ari enters the room. How did you escape from your cell? You have to tell me how you did this, or else my mistress will think I released you. Is that how much she trusts you? Why do you mock me? I thought it was impossible for you to escape, and so did she. It's obvious that she's going to think, especially if she sees us together. I have to warn her. Ari turns to run. I run after her to stop her. I leap forward and catch Ari from the back. She seems surprised by my speed. I'm worried she'll turn magic on me if I just try talking to her. I mean, sure, she was apprehensive about, you know, doing what was done to me. But, you know, I honestly don't know her intentions right now, so... Sorry, it's just a matter of defense. Nothing more. I won't kill you, I promise. Ari looks at me from the side, trembling. I'm sorry, but I can't have you running back to Rivia. Wait, I will help you. All I ask is that you leave my mistress alive and pretend you did everything without my help. I will leave Rivia alive. Thank you. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Resourceful. Nice! We will need to come up with a way to make it look like you did everything on your own. Color me impressed. You did it on your own. Ari stumbles forward as if her knees just failed her. What is your name, witch? You may call me Raise, if you can indeed muster the courage to address me. As you may or may not have learned from your mistress, I have been sent by the witch Orchard to take care of Bright. I mean, of course, to learn from her. Are you saying you are Orchard's son? Very same. I trust your deal still stands. You will help Bright regain her freedom, and we will leave Revere alive. It stands. I do not hope to fool the switch. We know there is a certain heart to be recovered before Bright can escape. Yes, I know how to find it. I suppose my mistress will have to change her plans. Brash's heart will have to suffice. I don't think I want to be a part of this anymore. But I want to save Brash as well. You shouldn't ask for my help in this. I don't have access to Brash's heart, and I don't want to sabotage the mistress. Let her have her immortality. Brash is an evil man. We'll see about that. I'm afraid we spent too much time here. I can take you to your heart. Yes, please show us the way. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here because I had to leave a couple times, so I honestly don't know how long this episode actually is, because I'm going to have to cut out quite a bit. So, I hope you guys enjoyed anyway, and we will continue with the next episode. Peace out.